Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about basically platforms and perspectives. Now we all know that there are different platforms, like social media platforms, different depending on what you like. You find one or two or maybe several, and you may open, like on Facebook, you might open your own group, have your own group. And now you know that some people use the term it's their platform, like they have these kinds of things on various of these actual social media platforms, but they know they're just saying that for to be brief, instead of having to say I got a YouTube channel, I have a Facebook group, I have a whatever. They just have their own little platform. Okay, so some people, like I said, they have their YouTube channel, and I don't know about the other ones. I'm not on the other ones, so I don't know. I'm really not into some of them, I should say. I've been on them, but maybe not using them. But anyway, so we have all these different kinds of platforms that we know we don't own, but we have our own little space in that little, that on that platform. I would think, calling it your own little space maybe also a good way to put it. And we know we don't own that platform. We don't own it. We just have our own little thing, our own little group, our own little channel, whatever. Okay, now we know that there are various kinds of rules and regulations depending on where you live. I mean, each platform has its own rules and guidelines and so forth. And depending, like I said, where you live, what country you live in, it could be different. Some people can't even have these, be on these different platforms. They can't have their own little corner. Some might call it Soapbox. No, they just can't. So, but those of us who do, what are we doing to use it for? And that's up to us, as long as we stay in with those guidelines, rules, laws, whatever, right? That's right. As long as we stay within those, and we're not abusing anybody, we're not, any of that. So now to move on to perspectives. Some people call it perspectives. They call them, there's so many names for it. Some person has a bit, somebody has a slant, somebody has whatever they call it. We all have our own mixture, really, and some of it's based on what we, anything from how we grew up to where we live now, to what we study, to what our life is, our life experiences were. We all have our own. No two are the same. No two people studied the same, exact same, read the same books, watched the same TV shows, did the same things, met the same people. You get it? So we all have our different perspectives, our own. So those of us who could, we make our own, say, YouTube channel, so we can talk about our own perspective, our own ways of looking at things, what we're interested in, how we see a situation. Like I said, within the guidelines and the rules and all that. And some people can say, you can break it down to, or like, for some people it's more of they take a more theological perspective, religious, some say spiritual, we fall into that, or scientific, whatever fields they were in. Like me, my degrees are in both psychology and sociology. I taught at college and university. So yeah, that's going to be a part of it. What I know, where I, learned what I learned, okay, what I taught. So it's going to be a part of it. And it doesn't have to be just one. It can be a blend, And some say it's a political, party or ideologies, and you can go on and on from there. Okay, so each person has their own blend, and they want to use their own, let's call it soapbox, to say whatever it is. Now, soapbox wasn't always a bad thing. You can look it up, and so that's what they did. And I personally think that is great. I think it's great that we have these opportunities to use these things, these social media platforms, to be able to state our own views, again, within the guidelines and all of that, and the rules of the platform and laws where we live. So yeah, I think it's great. But I already know about the but, and we do. Now, many of us do know this, that we have that I don't know of any social platform now that doesn't have these features that you can block and delete people. I don't know of any, but I don't know of all of them. So maybe some of them you can't. Maybe some you're forced to have, somebody else's opinion on your little part of the platform. Okay, like I said, I don't know them all. Do you know any of that? It's like that. The bigger ones. Now there could be smaller ones, yeah, but I don't think that it's ever been that I've seen for many years where anybody could just do whatever they want on your platform. Say whatever they want and, all that. You can't block and delete them. So, I don't know. Do you know of any? We have these features for a reason. They wouldn't be there if they're not to be used. And some people think that you using them, I've mentioned this in other videos, and I'm, kind of getting to this point, that, yeah, they think that if you use the feature to delete their comments, that you're censoring them and you're taking away whatever their rights they think they have, that feature would not be there if so. Okay? Seriously. And, you can take it from there, and I already have, how people think that any platform is their platform. Any place that they want to state that they're superior, people just, whoops, after that one, a fire truck and then an ambulance. But yeah, people think that whatever is their, anybody's channel, anybody's group, whatever it is, that they have some kind of right to, spew their own, whatever it is, and say they are superior and that person is just stupid and whatever, and that the person has to leave it up. No, they don't. I've already said that in another video. No, they don't. But yeah, they try really hard to, some of them, not all of them, to make the world know that they are superior, and, they try to make it miserable for people because maybe they're miserable people themselves. And they really, truly want it to be miserable, anything that disagrees with theirs. Now, you think about this for a moment, all the different kinds of perspectives you can have, as many people as you have, okay? So, now if somebody, but let's just kind of narrow it down a little bit. If somebody takes something from a scientific perspective, say they're like mine, degrees are in psychology and sociology, okay? And I take mine from that perspective. And then you have someone who's a conspiracy theorist. And comes up and tells me, which this did happen, that I wasn't educated enough. Wow, that person has no idea how educated I am. I was a career student, by the way. But no, I'm not educated enough. And their conspiracy theory is superior. Block, delete. That's exactly what I did. Sick. And I had put up a video during it, and 2 people left comments on it. And I didn't see that until I got better, which was after I put that video up yesterday, by the way. And I didn't have it on allowed yet. So yeah, those got deleted too. But yeah, I've had that happen. And that's not what my platform is about. My platform is not about somebody, telling me that I'm basically inferior and that I'm not educated enough. No, that's not allowed, and I've said that in other videos, and it was right after I said it in that video that somebody did it again. Yeah, block, delete. And that's when I went back and saw those other ones and deleted those too. So, yeah, I think that's great. I think it's great that they put that kind of thought in there, that yes, you don't have to allow somebody to tell you who you are and how stupid you are, No, you don't have to. You really don't. I didn't really want this to be an event about that. I wanted to just, talk about platforms and perspectives. So we all have different kinds of perspectives, and why does anybody think that theirs is superior to somebody else's? Do you have your own platform? Can you state it on your own platform how you see it is different? And why wouldn't you? Why would you try to use somebody else's? Curious. So, not really curious, but because I get it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, and share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.